Hey everyone, Joe here from buildassetsonline.com, and today I want to do a quick video on kind of what keeps me motivated to do high ticket dropshipping, and not only just the things I'm motivated about or to do, but the things I'm kind of grateful for as well. Because I like to, sorry for the camera shaking there, I like to remind myself of the things I'm grateful for that this business model has given to me, so that I can stay motivated. So it kind of comes hand in hand. Sorry that I'm laughing a little bit. I'm drinking out of this Santa Claus mug, and I was just having a laugh with my wife because I told her I was bringing, it's kind of cold now, so I said I was bringing it out for the season because I haven't used it all summer, so that's why I'm laughing. So the number one thing that keeps me motivated is time, and the fact that when I had to go to a job, like it just felt like I didn't have any time. And I still have friends and family and stuff like that where, I feel bad because they just don't have time. Their schedules are so crunched between their commute and all that. And you know what? At the end of the day, when it comes to how much I work throughout the week, just because of where I'm at right now, like kind of how into the business I am, I probably work, the same in terms of how many hours or how much time I put into it than people with a real job right now. But that's because I want to. There are days when I just don't, work at all, or, I just do other stuff. Like, for example, it's 11:30 in the afternoon, 12, I'm going to go train jujitsu. I got a friend coming over at 6:30. We're going to hang out. So yeah, I put in a lot of hours and work to build our portfolio and build our business, but I have the flexibility to do it on my terms and how I want to do it. And that's really, really important to me. It comes without that sense of dread that I remember when I had my second big corporate job. I remember just being in the shower one morning and just a feeling of heaviness where I was like, oh my God, I was forcing myself to go through the motions, and I never have that feeling of forcing anymore. I always just want to solve the next challenge and do the next thing in our business or for this YouTube channel. I mean, this is fun to do. So I don't like to focus on material possessions. Excuse me real quick. Like cars, you see people who do drop shipping on YouTube showing off their cars, and I just think that stuff is, kind of silly. Mike happens to have a pretty nice car, and I'm not saying I'll never get a nice car one day, but it's just that I'm not focused on that as motivation. If anything, when it comes to a car, I would be more focused on it for the safety aspect, and also I really want a self-driving car when they're fully done, when when I can go to sleep and get from point A to point B. I stay motivated with that stuff because really that's energy saved if I don't have to focus on driving. And I'm not saying that these should be your motivations. If you're really into cars or you really like traveling or different things, then use those as your motivation for sure. I'm just kind of talking about my personal motivations and what I'm grateful for. So I like that. Again, I like that I get to spend time with friends, family, loved ones, whenever I feel like it. Yeah, there are times when I don't really feel like it because I feel like working instead. But when I feel like doing something else instead, I'm playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate the other day. I have a group of friends I play with that. So yeah, it's just whatever I feel like doing, I can do it. And that's kind of the beauty of it all. So, and then I want to, this is sort of material related or financial related, but the concept of financial freedom that high ticket dropshipping and online business has given me, I can say with 99% certainty, you never know what's going to happen in this world, but I can say that I will never need to get a job again just because of the skills I've learned, the knowledge I've gained. I know how to build an online business from point A to, all the way from A to Z. I know how to do it. Now, I don't know everything about all aspects of online business, but I know more than enough to repeat the process, build businesses over and over and over again. Maybe even do some high level consulting one day, but never get a real job again that I won't live on my terms. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on is the beauty of this whole online business thing. It's not really something you can learn in college. I met someone the other day. He was studying computer science, and we got to talking a little bit. And I was telling him like what I did in terms of how I build online businesses. I build dropshipping stores, all that stuff. Oh, excuse the dog barking. And he's like, "Yeah, I had a class on search engine optimization." And I was like, "Oh, so like what'd you learn in the class?" And he didn't really tell me anything meaningful that he learned in the class. It was just like what it was, and I'm sure he had to take like a quiz on some useless stuff, but again, no application. The only way you're going to get the application like experience in online business is to do it yourself. And I think that it's still one of those things that can be self-taught and be very, very valuable, because at this point the industry is pretty it's more mature than it was 10 years ago, but I think it's also so new and always continuing to evolve. And so, and there's so much, because you have a global reach, or even, a reach for your entire country rather than just your local 25-mile radius. You just have huge leverage and huge opportunity, so many angles to enter a market. So that's why I think it's great. And so, one more sip of coffee here. I'm motivated by the amazing potential that high ticket dropshipping offers to me and to Mike. Because we mentioned a lot on this channel. We mentioned sites like Wayfair, sites like House. Wayfair, like I mentioned, started as a dropshipping store, and they evolved into a huge company. And I'm not saying that that's what I would want to do, but I know that there is just huge potential to, really make something that you can sell the business and have it really, set up your family for generations to come. I believe that doing high ticket dropshipping can offer you that if you stick with it for the long run, and kind of really master the business. Other businesses can do it too, and I'm not saying you should, only, choose only. We're going to continue to have multiple items in our portfolio. We're still going to have our Kindle businesses. We're still going to have our content sites, but I believe high ticket dropshipping has the opportunity, at least for us, to get those big exits, because you can have a lot of diversification in the business. You're not just focused on paid traffic. You can be focused on organic and paid traffic. You're focused on repeat customers. You get word of mouth referrals. So there's lots of different angles to the business that come about as you go down that road. And the final thing I want to say is that the great thing that keeps me motivated to keep doing high ticket dropshipping is because it teaches you how to form an online business in general. The goal of everything online is to make a web page, make a page on Amazon, make a page on eBay, but in the simplest forms, you're making a web page, you're putting something on there. It could be something you're selling, it could be an affiliate link, it could be a paid advertisement. But the goal is to get people to that page, get people on that page to take an action, buy something, view an ad, click your affiliate link. They take an action, and you get a monetary reward for it. High ticket dropshipping teaches you that, because you're making a website, you're getting people to go to it, they're checking out. Every time they check out, you get a big payment in your account. So that's really the beauty of it, because once you can do that, then you have the such a solid foundation to build anything you want online. And it really helps you understand, how different strategies work with different profit margins. All the stuff that we talk about and go in depth about on this channel has been stuff that we've kind of learned from branching off of high ticket dropshipping. All the fundamentals we've learned from it have have come from that starting point. So, that's what keeps me motivated, guys. Time, I get to spend it how I want it. And just the amazing potential that this business model can bring. So appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, let me know. And of course, there's always some amazing resources in the description. We have playlists for you guys to check out if you want to drill down more into the high ticket dropshipping and the other business models we talk about. It's all down there. Always grab our free course, the Online Asset Playbook, where we show you how we construct our online business portfolio as a whole. And that's it, guys. I'll